Okay, so welcome back to our discussion about linear equations in two variables. So for our next example, so we have the equation 2x minus 4 is equal to 2y plus 8. So with this kind of linear equation in two variables, the first step is to simplify the given linear equation into variables into its simplest form, such as it must be in the form ax plus by is equal to 6. Therefore, simplifying it further, we have 2x transpose 2y. That would be 2x minus 2y is equal to 8. Then transpose 4 to the right side, that would be positive 4. Then we will now have a new linear equation, 2x minus 2y is equal to positive 12. Okay? Or we can simplify it by dividing the whole linear equation by 2 because all the terms are divisible by 2. So this would be as equation 1. So we can simplify it as x minus y is equal to 6. This would be our new equation. So using this linear equation, okay, using the intercept method, so let x be equal to 0. So we will have 0 minus y is equal to 6. So negative y is equal to 6. Then to remove or to simplify the negative sign, so we will divide both sides by negative 1. So y would be equal to negative 6. So our ordered pair for here we have 0 and negative 6. So this is our ordered pair. And then this is called the y-intercept. Okay. So we have also let y be equal to 0. So we have x minus 0 is equal to 6. So x is equal to positive 6. So this is now our x-intercept. Okay. So x is equal to 0. This is our x-intercept. Then y is equal to negative 6. This is our y-intercept. Okay. So our ordered pair here would be 6 and positive 0. Okay. So that's how simple we can solve for the 2 points of our given linear equation in two variables. So our next step is how to graph this linear equation in two variables. So if we will graph this one, we have to create a Cartesian plane. Okay? So remember the set of points we have 0, negative 6, and 6, 0. So from here, we can create Cartesian plane. Okay? And then use some scales. So if this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Extending the lines. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4. This is our y-axis. Then we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and negative 6. So this is our x-axis. So this is our Cartesian plane now. So to graph these points, going back to our set of points, we have 0 and negative 6. So we have 0 for the value of x and negative 6 for the value of y. So looking at our Cartesian plane, The first point is located here. Okay? So this one locates 0 and negative 6. And then for the next point, we have positive 6 and 0. So x is 6 and y is 0. It must be here. Okay? So this is 6 and 0. Okay? So this is the y-intercept, 0, negative 6, and this is the x-intercept, 6, 0. So connecting this line, connecting these 2 points, will produce a straight line. Okay? Extended in both directions. So from here, you may label this graph as 2x minus 4 is equal to 2y plus 8. Okay? So this is now our graph for our linear equation of two variables. 2x minus 4 equals 2y plus 8. Or simply, this is also the same for the graph of x minus y is equal to 6. Okay? So that's how simple we can create the graph of a linear equation to us. So recalling the step, simplify the linear equations, then determine the x and y intercept. Let x be 0, y be equal to 0 to determine the set of ordered pairs. Then create a Cartesian plane, plot the points, connect the points, then that's it. Okay? So that's how simple we can graph a certain linear equation into variables. Okay? So let's have more example here. Okay. So we have an exercise here, 1.2, graph the solution set of the following equations. Okay? So for number 1, it's very, very simple. Okay, so we have x plus y is equals to 12. Okay, since it is already in simplest form, we can now direct to determining the x and y intercept. So let x be equal to 0. So we have 0 plus y is equals to 12. So our y-intercept is equal to positive 12. Then our set of ordered pair is 0, positive 12. Then we have for the x-intercept, let y be equal to 0. Then x plus 0 is equals to 12. Therefore, we have x is equals to 12. So our ordered pair would be 12, 0. Okay? So we have already the set of 2 points. Then draw a Cartesian plane. Okay? So if the intervals is very big, we may use scales. Okay? So for example, we have this, you have 0, we can make use of interval of 2. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So this is our x-axis. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? So make sure you'll be using the same interval so that your graph will be as good as it is, or it is presentable. Negative 10. Then we have negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10, negative 12. Okay? So this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis. Okay? So again, going back to our set of points, we have 0, positive 12. So 0, x, y, 12. So it is here. So this is 0, positive 12. And then we have 12, 0. It is here. we have 12, 0. And then connect these points with the straight edge ruler. That's it. So you will have now a straight line, and you can now label it according to our given. So this is x plus y is equals to 12. Okay, so this is the graph of x plus y is equal to 12. Okay? So we can solve the following exercises, or we can select some of these. So for example, I'll choose number 3 for our example. Okay. So example, we have number 3. We have 2x. We have 2x minus 3y equals 10. Sometimes our given linear equations are not exact, but the process is still the same. Okay? So for this, we'll determine the x and y intercept. So for y-intercept, let x be equal to 0. Then, we have 2 times 0 minus 3y is equals to 10. Simplifying it further, we have negative 3y is equals to 10. Dividing both sides by negative 3. So we can get y is equal to negative 10 over 3. Okay? Or if you will simplify it, we have negative 3 and 1/3. Okay? Or it can be negative 3.33. Okay? So, for our ordered pair, we will have 0 and negative 10 over 3. Okay, so that's how simple it is. Then for the next, so we have already the y-intercept. So let y be equal to 0. Then we have 2x minus 3 times 0 is equals to 10. Simplify it, we have 2x, cancel this one, is equals to 10. Dividing both sides by 2, applying division property of equality, cancel this, you will get x is equals to positive 5. So, our order pair now would be 5, 0. Okay? 5, 0. So, we can now have our Cartesian plane. Okay. So sometimes you don't need to create a bigger Cartesian plane. Make sure that you can roughly estimate your x and y axis. So for example, you have 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Since we have negative, so we have 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4, negative 5. So we have positive 1, positive 2, positive 3 for our y-axis, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Okay? So if we will plot the points now, 0 and negative 10 over 3, since negative 10 over 3, that is 3 and 1/3, so this is negative 3, we can roughly estimate here, divide the interval by 3, so it must be here. Okay? So that is 0, negative 10 over 3. It's here. Okay? And then the other one, we have 5, 0. X is 5, y 0, so it is here. So we have 5, 0. And then we will now connect the points. Okay. and then you can now label it. So this is our equation. 2x minus 3y is equals to 10. Okay? So that's how simple it is. Again, this is our given equation. Solve for the x and y intercept. And then create your Cartesian plane according to our set of ordered pairs that we got. Okay? Plot the points, connect the points, then label the graph. Okay? So that's how simple we have for number 3. Okay? So I think it's very simple for you, or very easy. Okay, do you have any question with the following examples? None. Okay, so maybe we will try number 9. Okay, so 9 is far different from the first 2 sets or 3 sets of examples. Okay, so for number 9, we have 4y is equals to 20. So maybe you are wondering that we are on linear equation in 2 variables, but we have only one variable here, which is y. Okay, so disregard the value of x because we do not have x variable here. So to simplify this one, we have let x be equal to 0. Then we have 4y is equals to 20 because we do not have x. Then divide 4 both sides. So we have y is equals to 5. So we have here 0 and 5 for our first set of ordered pair. And then how about let y be equal to 0. So obviously we have 4 times 0 is equal to 20. So it is useless to solve because you do not have the variable x. So what would be the graph of this equation? So if we will create a Cartesian plane, so from here, okay, so we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. Okay, so we have to plot the points. Okay, let me finish this first. Okay, so we will plot the point now. We have 0, 5. It is here. Okay, so we have 0 and positive 5. Okay, and then what would be the line, or what would be the other points? So if you'll be using other values for y, for example, let x be equal to 1. For example, let x be equal to 1. Using the equation 4y is equal to 20, still you'll be having y is equals to 5. So you'll be having 0, positive 5. So it is also here. Therefore, If you have only y as our variable, then automatic the line is a horizontal line. Therefore, the graph would be just simply a horizontal line. So this is now 4y is equals to 20. So that's it. Okay? So how about, sir? What would be the kind of line if we only have x variable? So just like in our previous example in number 9, if you have only x variable within the linear equation, then it is a vertical line. Okay? So if you have only y value or y variable, it is a horizontal line. If it is x only, it is a vertical line. Okay? So, any questions? None? So for our activity, kindly solve the following solution set of the following equations. Those numbers that we did not solve here, that would be for your activity to be submitted in our Neo LMS. Okay? So I think it's enough for you to have samples of linear equations into variables. And again, if you have questions, you may ask later with our Google Meet or our meeting. Okay? So again, this is Mr. Michael Flores, your teacher for today for mathematics and quantitative methods. So God bless and goodbye. Have a nice day.